Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. It is me, it is I, it is she, it is the, it is who? It is Rosie Rosette 2020 pal. Sorry. I'm in pain because my back hurts, okay? So I can't do all that with my arms because it'll throw my shoulders out, my back out, whatever, and I just can't do it, all right? Um That being said, okay, let's get right into it. This is gonna be short because I got to get to the hospital soon, and I got to get to the hospital, baby, because I'm in pain. Anyway, what's going on? Where's my fan at? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Whew. All right, there we go. Oh, this is so much better. What's going on with Ti and Tiny? I'm still so I don't like making multiple videos on someone except for Jaguar, right? That heifer, honey. Oh, she a mess. But anyway, Tiny and Ti and Tiny Girl, they are just a mess. I just don't understand. So now, I don't know what was my last one, but I'm hearing that, okay, so I think the last time I said it was 11 people. I don't know if it was 6 people more. I'm losing count. Like, I just can't figure out, like, how many, where, when, how, and, now it was a guy. And so, when it was a guy, people just ran with it. Was like, oh, we knew Ti was kind of nah. I know. I mean, he maybe. I mean, heck, if you're freaky deaky, you're freaky deaky. I mean, wasn't Richard Pryor bisexual? It's been a few people who were bisexual. It was one guy in my family who I ain't gonna say no names because he's dead now. But anyway, he was a mess. From what I hear, I really don't know him, but he was a legend in our family on my father's side. But anyway, they say he was bisexual. I was like, what? And he, whatever, talked mess about his son who ended up being gay. Whatever, who I haven't talked to dude in a while. I think he got mad at me because of something on Facebook, but I think he lives in China now or somewhere in Asia. Anyway, so okay, so I'm not gonna say thank God, but it's good to know that, even though this story is still so freaky deaky, that, they didn't get to a certain level. Because boy, oh boy, if it is, but you hear about, okay, boy, oh boy, if it was, now that would really be some commentary. But, they say, in Atlanta or even in the industry that, in Illuminati or whatever, but there's a lot of gay people, males in the rap industry. And I mean, we go down the list. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because my back is already hurting. I don't want to have karma that bad or anything. Anyway, so apparently there's an intern who was 17 and they were on the bus, and then Tiny, what's up with Tiny in these drinks? Okay, everybody's talking about allegedly that Tiny always has his drinks and she wants someone to drink after her. For one thing, that's disgusting. Okay, that's disgusting. But as I forgot, there was some blogger that said, well, shoot, if you're going to taste her twat, then drinking after her shouldn't be that bad. But now in COVID, I mean, you could kind of die from drinking after people. Or can you? I don't know. I mean, once you catch COVID, you can die from COVID faster. You can die from AIDS or, well, I guess AIDS. Yeah. Anyway, but oh no, plant, don't fall. Ah, Jesus Christ, I'm junk. Anyway, so with the intern in 17 and on the bus, isn't that trafficking? Is that trafficking when you're taking someone and then you give them something to drink or whatever and they're underage, and then you have sex with them? They wake up with a towel over their bodies and their butts sore. Like, my goodness. Now, isn't Ti supposed to be packing? And what's up with him in the booties? I guess he must have had a good time in jail. Let me stop. Allegedly. But what's up with, all these women waking up with their booty holes violated? Like, that is just so freaky. And how long? What type of medicine puts you under while someone is hitting it in the butt, because that's painful, and you don't wake up or you don't feel it. Like, what type of medicine or what's in that Sprite drink, allegedly, that Tiny's always drinking? But I guess she's not drinking it, because if she were to drink it, then she would be out and under also. But I guess her booty hole isn't hurting. So maybe Tiny allegedly is, getting these other girls so that T.I. can do it in, because she's sick of her butt being blown out or whatever. Is that it? I'm just trying to understand. And then, like I said before, they're trying to be the Huxtables. But actually, I mean, they kind of went too far with that. You know what I'm saying? You want to be the Huxtables. You really want to be like Bill Cosby, not Tiny, T.I., but oh my God. Like, where are all of their friends now? Where is Candy? Like, I don't hear anyone sticking up for him. I don't hear anyone. Like, if you have your ace boom coombs and you and your husband is going through something, everyone I think is kind of like, ooh, you know what, y'all, I listen, I like y'all, but I don't like y'all that much where I'm gonna lose my empire, because we see you guys have lost yours. Like, literally, their empire is done. I mean, in which they can always rebuild, but you know what? You never get on that high horse. I don't have a horse to get on, so you know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to lose or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I think maybe my back, because I'm in pain. Anyway, you just don't want to talk too bad, or not talk bad, but talk down on people, unless they're a whore. But anyway, and date and screw other married men and try and get them. But other than that, you got to be careful, because for one, you never know what people are going through. Little Mo said that. I was looking at Jason Lee in Little Mo. I love her come up. She's been through it with that last husband. Well, I guess the way she says it, her past 3 husbands. But Jason Lee asked her about Tiny and T.I., and she was like, she loves Tiny. Everyone says that Tiny is just an amazing individual, okay? An amazing individual. And I hear you on that, but you can't be an amazing individual and like drugging women and trafficking them and screwing them in the butt or whatever. It's just, that's not an amazing individual. Like when pastors get caught molesting kids or whatever, he is not an amazing pastor. No, he could be an amazing pastor, excuse me, but he's not an amazing individual. Like R. Kelly, he is an amazing artist, but I don't think he's an amazing individual. Like, we have to separate the two. You could be amazing, police chief, but if you're killing people, on your off duty or having things arranged, that's not amazing. You're not an amazing individual. Like, I think there's a difference between your soul and your spirit. Like, if these allegations are true, Candy and T.I., their soul, something ain't right. And I always say, those politicians, you gotta watch. Actually, you gotta watch everybody. Okay, hell, not only do you have to watch me visually or through YouTube, but you have to watch everybody. Don't trust nobody, because the ones that you trust are the ones, and the ones that you least expect, those are the monsters. Exactly, like T.I. Now, if these allegations are true, this man is standing up in front of, the county, the city, the state, or whatever, standing up for what's righteous. But you can't stand up for what's righteous for the mayor, or representing Atlanta and all that. But yet you are drugging women and screwing them in the booty. Like, did they sign up for that? But who signs up to do fellatio for 6 hours? But I still can't. I don't that's just too much. That's too much. So that's like a whole shift. 2 hours short of a whole entire shift. So what, from 10 to 2, that's 4 hours. So 10 to 4? Like, who does that? I just hope some of these things aren't true. I hope none of it's true. But if it is, I can't throw the first stone, but shit, it seems like I could throw a fucking boulder, because this is just disgusting. And Tiny with her funny looking self, she finally gets her look to a point where it's presentable, even though she has a thing with her lip. She talks like, or I don't know why she talks like that. It could be from a stroke though. But she finally, Tiny is, because everyone calls her Miss Piggy or whatever, and she was looking hurt for a minute. But she finally got that look together, and now, the people are talking about there that they may have to do some time. They may have to do some time, but what they're going to have to do, and I'm telling you how to do this, because R. Kelly didn't want to do this. For one thing, if you guys know that you guys are going to prison, I'd go to Africa. I'd go somewhere and live off the land. Go buy a huge piece of land right now, and right before that court comes in, or, you guys got to go to court, hop on that plane, get a private, get one of your friends. T.I., I know you got to, a lot of people have somebody loan you their jet, and you and the family just get ghosts. You, that little girl, them 2 boys, get ghosts. Now, I know that T.I.'s real daughter, not Neek, but the real one, the one who ain't fucking with him no more, set her up right now. This is what you need to do. Put your money in those kids' names right now. Like Harris, put that money in her account so that they can't freeze her money. Put some money in Swiss accounts. You need to divvy out that money. Divvy out those money. Divvy out the money. Put your homes under, take your homes out of your name and put it under your LLC or whatever, company or whatever. I'm telling you, I tried to tell R. Kelly. He didn't want to leave. Okay? He didn't want to leave. He thought he was untouchable. Don't be stupid. T.I. and Tiny and whoever else was in it, listen, start planning now, just in case you guys might have to go. Now, this might be 5 years from now that, you go through court and, you get sentenced or whatever, 5 or 10 years. Start planning now, okay? Again, put the money in those kids' names, put your money in the kids' names, and put your houses or your homes or the property that you guys are buying up or whatever, put it under your company's name, or put it under one of the kids. I think Harris has a company or whatever, honey. Put everything in that little girl's name or something, where Sabrina can't get to it, where any of these 30 individuals, where they can't get to it. But it seems like the guy, Tyrone, the attorney in New York, he doesn't want the money. He's not going after money. I mean, I know he's going to get paid, but I think what that young man is doing is, if he's making a name for himself. So, like Marsha Clark in the O.J. Simpson trial, they made a name for themselves. I think they got a lot of death threats and everything like that, but they still made a name for themselves. Now, if this attorney can get Tiny and T.I., if you can bring down Tiny and T.I., which I hope it doesn't happen, strictly because for the kids. But you know what? If you do the crime, you got to do the time. And no one is untouchable. And you see, that's the dichotomy of it all. Like, you wish that, this wasn't true. But if it is, and people are, trying to commit suicide, had to drop out of school, it was in intense therapy. And T.I.'s like, oh, we didn't do anything that no one would want to. Nah, buddy. Nah, honey, you're delusional and you need help. You need some therapeutic, institutionalized help. And so does Tiny. That's if this is true. But it's kind of seeming like, out of 30 people, maybe, I'm not going to say all 30 are right. are true. But like I said in the last video, it only takes one. It only takes one. I'm just trying to think of what I did in the past that cannot be convicted. Here I'm on a, on a video, whatever. Y'all might see me, my minuscule YouTuber, 51-year-old woman goes to the pen for, whatever. Ooh, honey, let me check myself before I. Oh, no. I just want you guys to be careful. And don't think that you guys can, this is an untouchable situation. No, it's not untouchable. Listen, and you guys, please do not do any more menage a trois. Can y'all chill on that? What kind of appetites do y'all have? Like, what the hell? See, that's why I'm telling you, sex, if you're not producing kids, you know what? I think we all need to back up off of that, because it's too degraded. It's just becoming filthy. Does that make sense? It's becoming filthy. I'm, looking at all these molestation, charges, and rape and human trafficking and hookers and pimps and all that, just women screwing married men intentionally, like love and marriage in Huntsville, whatever. It's just so sad. Martell is so fine. My goodness, Jesus. T.I. was fine too, but I don't think I could ever look at T.I. the same way. Not that he would ever want to look at me, but you know what? Okay, so did what is her name? Bernice Burlow, the beautiful. Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. Is that the one that worked for Tiny and then T.I. started dating him? Her? How did T.I. meet Bernice? Did he meet her via Instagram, or is that the one that Tiny was a friend with? Now listen, did Tiny seek her out for their pleasure? Like, what happened? Like, I'm trying to understand Tiny. Like, how are you? So it's okay if you and him screw somebody together, but if he wants to have a side that you're not involved with, that's when you have a problem, Tiny. Help me understand. Just help me understand, because I don't know. Help me understand. So if T.I. screws someone with you, you're good. You'll, allegedly you'll go find or, seek the person out. But if he finds someone on his own and has a side, like allegedly that Bernice lady, you don't like that. I guess you feel threatened by that. Girl, honey, it must be nice, baby. It must be nice, but it's really sad that they could lose their entire empire over this. See, it ain't that much sex in the world, honey. Listen, you can take that little wiener and you can go on somewhere. And, Tiny, you need to have some self-respect. You got these kids and everyone's saying that you're so nice and blah, 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 blah. But you're doing some strange things for change, baby. Or to keep a man. Girl, you need to grow up, because ain't no way in the world I'm going to be doing all that. Y'all just a little too freaky. But then I heard that they own that book of sugar. Allegedly. See, it's just too much going on. It's just and you know what? You guys are grown and you're going to do what you're going to do. I get that. But see, you can't be doing all of that and trying to, be a upstanding citizen and, and having the Cosby Show remake. And I don't go down like that. If you gutter, stay in the gutter. Like, stay in the gutter. Don't camouflage yourself to be one thing, but y'all doing some shisty shit that is just too much. Too much. Like, pick a struggle. Either be gutter, and, if you was gutter, okay, we'll be like, oh, okay, well, that's how they get down or whatever. They in the gutter, whatever. That's what gutter motherfuckers do. But no. Y'all want to do some gutter shit. And then, be all high and mighty. Okay, that's good. We all do that. We all got some gutter in us, and we all try and be high and mighty. But then y'all want to take it, to the media and to TV and have this old Lily White show, not Lily White show, but you know, this pure show where the kids and you're talking about marriage and everything. Nah, come on now. You got to pick a struggle. Like, which one are you going to do? See, there's my shoulder. Which struggle are you going to do? You know how, like, on Instagram, where they're like, pow, hey, dun, 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 dun. Like, I should do one, even though I don't have TikTok, but it's like, dun, 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 dun. I think it's, oh, whoa, whoa, dun, 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 dun. You see what I'm saying? Y'all gonna have to pick a struggle. That's all I'm saying. Let me get off. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.